Hello, welcome back to the bench. This video is for an update on the Russian Grad that I kind of stalled on late last year. Why did I stall? Because I lost my mojo, and I think possibly was to do with the state of the bench as well. And yeah, I kind of lost my way with it because there are so many small parts in this kit that make up the little subsections that then go up to make the main sub-assemblies. So I kind of lost my way, kind of lost my mojo, and put it to one side, as we all do, and it kind of just sat there gathering dust. And I thought, right, got a nice new bench, got a nice big working area, let's get this one back on the bench, let's get going again with this. And I've really got my mojo up for this, and I'm really going to push hard now to get this one from the workbench to a state of finished. So, what have I been up to? Well, in the scheme of things, not a great deal. I've added to sub-assemblies. So, the sub-assembly of the main chassis has now got the rear plate on that the turntable will sit on. And it's all starting to look good, it's starting to come together. So that's that. The rocket launcher, or rocket launch tubes I should say, have now gone on to the turntable itself and got the control units on as well. Also, I don't know if you will see this, but there is some small amount of detail in there that will come out with a little bit of dry brushing. All these control units are all multiple parts, and being able to just sit here in comfort and put them together without fidgeting, without moving around in my chair, would made life so much easier. So that's all come together, and that's all now looking rather nice. I'm chuffed with this. I'm really happy to be back on the have it back on the bench. So front part of the cab he's done. The roof, I put the roof on because I'm going to use that to help me get everything lined up when the two parts come together. The first coat of internal engine area is done, so I've got to do another coat, and then I think I'm just going to put some engine grease and grime around before it all goes on to the chassis, because it'd be easier to do it here than on the chassis. Internals, first coat of internal paint. I've got the decals to go on, and I'm going to do a bit of dry brushing in there first before the decals go in, just to give it that worn and abused look. So that's that. Second part of the cab, this has had two coats of the internal, and I think I'm going to leave it at that. It's now in need of weathering, and the seats need to be painted, and I need to rip the foil that's on there just to give it that torn, abused, beaten look. The two control or levers that go in here and here, I've got to do them again, and I think I'm going to need to drill these out and use a little bit of stretched sprue. I think is going to be the order of the day in there, so that will get that back up to speed, and then the two can join together and then go on onto the chassis. What else have I been up to? I've got virtually all of the exhaust pipe together. It needs a little bit tidied up around here. There's a bit of a seam line here, so I'm turning it around. Yeah, there's one there as well, so that needs a little bit of work doing to it, but that's not a problem. Spare wheel holder is done to the point where it needs to be painted first before the last parts go on and the wheel goes in. And the other thing that I've done is I've got the door furniture on, so to speak. The window winders the door release and door handles are in place. And yeah, I'm really happy to have this back on the bench. Really want to get on with this now. Really want to get it finished. I don't want it to go back on the uncompleted stash now, or uncompleted pile. I'm really going to get this done now. What else? I think that's it really. Yeah. So I'm going to bring this to a close and say thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell for the notifications. And I will see you in the next one.